The pro-freedom Londoners are rising up against Sadiq Khan's ultra-low emission zones. Yes, tomorrow, Saturday, the 15th of April, in central London, there's going to be a huge rally against Sadiq Khan. Okay, let's talk about what's going on this weekend. Across the country, we're going to have a number of movements, marches and protests against a number of issues. So you've got the ultra-low emission zones, the clean air zones, the low traffic neighborhoods, the 15-minute cities, so many ideas. They're all basically similar in the name of net zero and the new normal. But people are getting sick and tired. So I'm going to be promoting what's going on tomorrow in central London. Trafalgar Square, Trafalgar Square, Saturday, 15th of April, between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. We're going to have the London rally against the ULEZ, or the ultra low emission zones. And it's been organized by a number of groups, including the Together Declaration, the Together Association. We've got Alan Miller, who is basically leading this movement, and he mentioned what's going on with the whole the developments around the uprising against Sadiq Khan's ULEZ policy. Let's go to Alan Miller.
So Sadiq Khan thinks that he's going to charge us whilst ignoring so-called consultation responses, having bought the cameras for ULEZ before the whole consultation, assuming it's a slam dunk, and making up stories about 4,000 deaths not correlating to any research. But now, on top of that, he thinks we're all stupid. He's thinking, oh yeah, well, I'll tell you what we can do is we can link ID to cars and registration and cameras, and, you know, we can just charge you as you go along if that's not going to work with ULEZ. You're not going to do a bait and switch on us, because we're going to stop ULEZ together. Lots of people have been inspired by your contempt and by smearing people, the general public, calling us names. We're drivers, we're people who have to work in and outside London and from around the country. It's unacceptable. Same as some local councils and authorities have been doing up and down the country, people who've been asking questions and challenging impositions. We're going to be rallying on Saturday, the 15th, at Trafalgar Square from 12 midday. Do come and join us. The idea that we're going to all get on digital IDs and you're just going to extract road charge funding from us, with a bit of central bank digital currency maybe thrown in as well. We're onto it. There ain't going to be a bait and switch. We're not just going to stop challenging a stealth tax, an imposition, often on the worst off, on working people, telling us it's all an emergency and it must happen now, undemocratically, no cost-benefit analysis, no discussion with us. It's unacceptable. Come and join us, make your voices heard. We've got lots of great speakers on Saturday, many more getting involved. And this is a national challenge, because we know all around the country people are making these impositions. We know in Birmingham, the clean air zones, similar things going on. 70,000 people have not paid. It's not been collected from people. Let's make our voices heard. And we've got some other very big news and announcements to make on Saturday and moving forwards. We're always stronger and better together. Join us this Saturday.
Thank you so much, Alan Miller, on telling us what's going on. Actually, it matters, because as he mentioned, we have a problem with the whole of the establishment, generally speaking, especially local authorities and these mayors, because they are combining various ideas and policies together, and it's all creating this control freak mentality. We already reported yesterday that Sadiq Khan is also obsessed with adding a new road tax. It's not just a road tax, but it's also restrictions. On top of ULEZ and the low traffic neighborhoods, he also wants to create a mechanism so you could control how often you drive your car and how many passengers you have in your car and what sort of car you're using. And that is going to be creating more authoritarianism in our country. Tomorrow, myself, I'm going to try and actually get there around midday in Trafalgar Square to report for you guys. But then afterwards, I have to go straight to Derby, because we're going to have Reform UK's party conference, spring conference. So I'm going to be doing a couple of things tomorrow. I'm going to be doing the London protests for ULEZ, but I'm also going to get on the train, go to Derby and go to the Reform UK conference to report from there, because I have a feeling the mainstream media are not going to pay attention to either of those two events. But this channel will keep you guys posted on all the important issues that matter to all of us. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.